welcome to Dumb and Dumber. Dusk and Doom. What are y'all's intelligence scores?
16 total.
Wow.
Damn.
If we add ours together.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, mine is 8.
8.
Yeah, okay. I was like, an intelligence-based fighter and then barbarian? I allowed you to move your stats around when you became a barbarian. Excellent. So, where last we left off, the party had emerged from the tracks, the deepest they've ever gone into the dungeon, in the most dangerous spots they've been so far, and emerged with one casualty, not inflicted by the monsters, the cults, the traps, but by a magical object and the hand of a player that wielded it. You teleported back to the Midnight Forest because Talandriel and Ben went off to do their own thing. We are going to say that, like, we find your characters taking a... Okay. Do you need any sort of rest?
So I don't, but I was with Cornelius, who is long resting to change spell slots.
Where y'all at?
Or to change spell list. We're in the forest.
You're still in the forest? Okay.
Yeah, we're in the forest in a tiny hut. So Cornelius is napping to change spell list.
I was gonna see if I can wake up with them, or I was gonna see if I could if Ren comes out from eating the mushrooms that Levy found. The two of them have just been vibing out together, and that's why he was gone for that one. But I can also be in the forest.
That's right. Levy did survive.
Yeah, he's outside the tower.
So maybe y'all are just wandering the forest eating mushrooms.
There we go.
And
that
just
could work.
stumble
Okay,
across
yeah,
us.
yeah.
That's right. Cool. You make a performance check.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. That's going to be a 24.
Can you silence the caller?
Yeah.
24. Excellent. You you don't know where they came from, Frey, but you see Rin on top of a horse, clopping through the woods with pieces of cloth tied to his armor, relatively semi-transparent, mostly decorative, and he's sort of moving his arms like this as the wind of the forest is blowing leaves around him, and his eyes are red and bloodshot, and you see that from somewhere he got a sort of a metal coil ring that when you put your arm into it, it's what are those things called? It forms into a ball and it rolls down.
The ones that expand and contract.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called, but I know what you're talking about.
Cool.
Yeah.
Eyes bloodshot red. Is that the natural color of your eyes?
No, he typically has blue eyes.
Cool. So they're currently a dark shade of purple, and the horse is nearby. And let's see. followed. So he doesn't seem to have noticed, but he is followed by 2 awakened shrubs that are going from tree to tree, like looking at him, and like thanks to his performance check, enthralled by this strange person passing through.
You also hear him singing along to a little tune where he's just, as he's swaying, he's like, I love my horsey loves me. And I don't know if you can hear Levi. I forget if he's just, I can hear him. But he's all singing along. He goes, I love my daddy loves me.
How many Crusader patrols have stopped you?
3.
Okay, got it. And they've all let you go at the sight of your blade. There will be rumors.
I definitely, like, under my breath, I said,
Out of character for now, I was going to avoid Crusader camp just because it seemed like Ben and Victoria had something going, and I don't want to step on what they were planning.
Sure. I said, God, of course. I reach up to the centaur-shaped stove, put some hot water on a kettle, and step outside and say, okay. What have we got? Are you...
Whoa, buddy, whoa, I don't know you. Who are you?
Right.
Also,
Am I imagining this?
Yeah, I have to reach all the way up.
He's leaning down,
He's
leaning down. He leaned down to like look at you, and that's when you go,
It's Jack. Rin.
A lot of Jack. Whoa, buddy, you know my name.
I do know your name.
You know Bob. You're a gnome. You probably know Bobbin. Is that how you know my name?
That's not... Gnomes don't all... I'm not even a...
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, that's right.
How'd your hands turn red, Rin?
Oh, that's a great story. You want to hear the story? So,
I don't need to hear the story. Mine got fixed.
Jack.
Levy says, wow, he transcended his identity and his species.
The years have not been kind to you, my friend. Is Jack better looking or worse looking now?
It's a little hard to say.
He's
the meanest looking gnome you've ever seen.
He looks like this. The mutation that you gave him has stayed. So if you look at this illustration, he's got human ears on like the top of his head and gnome ears coming out of
The
his side.
years have not been kind to you, my friend. You've grown. You've shrank in your age.
It's been 2 days.
Oh, feels like 2 months since I last seen you.
What did you take?
Huh? Take?
What are you on?
I think Levy, do you have them?
Levy says, yup, I got him there, right? I don't have hands.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry to tell you, Jack, we're fresh out. I think I'm which is a shame. I think I'm coming down fast. Oh, I'm crashing.
Levy is going to say, oh yeah, the headache is coming. Hey, can you flush poison? You got magic for that.
Oh yeah, I got you, buddy. I lay on hands.
Okay, cool. So you use 5 points, and Levy goes.
I know, it's got a kick to it. Jack, what happened? Y'all left me outside the tower, and then y'all went off on a mission.
Yeah, a lot happened.
Clearly.
Well, if you'll recall, I was dead at the time. And
You're back! He brings Jack in for a hug and lifts him up. He's like, that's right, you died.
well, I guess the spellcasters of the party decided this was the best way to do it. So
Did they ask you?
Well, I was dead at the time.
Oh. Oh yeah. How do you?
They could have asked if they gotten Speak with Dead, which I think is a cleric spell.
Seems also like a druid spores spell.
Yeah,
Seems
absolutely.
like a very accessible
they,
spell.
they could have gotten your opinion.
Nope, that's fine.
The high level spell, Speak with Dead. Man, well, how do you feel about it?
Well, at least I can still lift a sword, even if the pole arm is a bit beyond my reach. I don't.
That was beautiful.
I don't know what Nora will think. I don't know if I can really go back at this point.
Do I know Nora?
You
My
feel
wife?
a little tug on your pants, and you see a face formed out of foliage. Two yellowing leaves serve as eyes, and like a piece of bark represents the nose, and this thing looks at you and picks up a little branch, puts it like this, and is going to like sit cross-legged and puts the branch on its knees, and it moves and it does this.
Are you seeing that, or am I?
No, I'm
That's
pretty
real?
sure that's really happening.
Okay. Well, I'm not one to turn down adventure. What better way to get over your death than to live a little?
I suppose.
Cornelius still in there? Probably sleeping.
Resting.
Give him a rest. Cornelius could use it. Let's follow this guy. He seems to know where he's going.
Okay.
It's set down.
Oh, okay.
Like
nice.
it's
I'll sit cross-legged as well.
Jack also sits, but is like a single tear has trickled down his face at the word Nora. Doesn't seem to have noticed that he's crying.
You see the little shrub looks at both of you and is going to close its eyes, and it goes.
I think he's becoming one with nature. Clear your mind, Jack. Clear your mind.
Is he already one with nature?
Deep thoughts.
You, Levy tries to sit down, ends up laying down, closes it, his eyes, and says, I think it wants us to meditate.
Oh, okay.
Need to hum.
No thoughts.
I'm just thinking about hearing you say that.
How long do you follow this awakened shrub's actions?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
6 minutes.
3 hours. 6 minutes. Until Jack.
Yes. What do you do after 6 minutes?
Oh, I left the kettle on. Can I go back in the hut and turn the stove off, come back out, and sort of look around?
Friend, I don't think I'm reaching this state that you're. How do you go for so long? Empty mind. Wow. Well, do you get something out of it? Me? Do it? Expand.
You get bigger?
Oh. I'll get bigger. Okay. Alright. I'll grow teeth and ears. I'll turn into a werewolf.
Dragon.
It will get rid of my ears. It will get rid of my ears. Maybe. Okay. Can I roll performance? What would this be? Maybe wisdom?
You're going to roll nature.
Nature. Not my best stat, but
You do so as well, please, Frank.
2.
7.
Nothing, buddy. Huh.
You see that it's
I don't know. Teach me your ways, if only.
it grabs your pants,
Oh.
tugs you down, and sits back down.
Okay.
With the stick across its legs, like
Alright.
it's
I put my
Maybe
sword
we need
across
a
my legs.
Yeah, maybe we need a stick. I put my axe on my legs.
Can you roll nature with Levy's
Yes.
intelligence or wisdom, please?
I think it's the same. I think Levy also has an 8.
Warhorse.
This fine steed gives it an intelligence of, it's either 6 or 8.
He does have me a better wisdom than I do, so do you wisdom +1 or nature plus? Or wait, no, that's intelligence is nature. That's right. Oh, his is much worse. Oh, he's an intelligent horse. He's an
Yeah, his
intelligent.
fine steed. I don't remember if fine steed makes it 6
Let's
or
see.
8, but it increases his intelligence.
Find steed.
Is nature an intelligence
It
stat?
is, which is interesting.
is,
I always
yes.
think it's wisdom.
Yeah, it's interesting that medicine is wisdom, but nature is intelligence.
Okay, I've got find steed pulled up. If steed has intelligence of 5 less, intelligence becomes 6. Okay.
Okay, so yes, Levy's is lower.
I'll still roll with it. So I think that's a -2 to nature.
Mm-hmm.
6. Maybe you can help me.
So that it plops down on all fours.
Okay, I'll plop down on all 4s. Now clear the mind. Okay. Okay, staying on all 4s, I try to clear the mind. Can I roll again?
Yep.
Nat 20.
The awakened shrub believes that you are becoming a druid.
Ah.
The awakened shrub has seen your communion with nature, your performance, and has realized that you are ready. The shrub might not be very intelligent or very knowledgeable in the ways of the druids, but it is the only one here to be your guide and to teach you how to wild shape.
Okay, well.
And you
The blind leading the blind.
I understand. Teach me your naturist ways.
The dumb leading the dumb.
Yeah. You are aware that you're not having that your communion with nature is a little bit more artificially induced than what the awakened shrub thinks. So you don't think you're going to get 1 level in druid as a result of this meditation and horseplay.
That makes sense. Well, I think I'll keep this in mind, my friend. I'll try to commune with nature more. I don't think it's going to happen now, but it's good to know that nature I've always felt a kinship with nature. It's good to know nature feels a kinship as well. Alright. You're gonna leave? I'll sit. I'll leave. You stay. Okay.
What?
I'll come with you.
You see that the awakened shrub goes to the middle of the clearing and sort of like plants its roots there and just starts to like stops moving, looking more like a regular shrub.
What do you think he means?
I have no idea.
Do we go plant roots?
I mean, I guess we can try.
He seems to really want us to. It'd be a shame to let him down. He seems to believe in us.
Probably use the butt of my spear to at least hollow out enough space for your feet to go in the ground.
I wonder if I have any way to communicate with him. It does not seem so. Okay, well.
It's a shame Nimi's not here. Okay. I try to move enough dirt to plant Rin's feet.
Do you have what?
Oh, I meant more metaphorical plant roots as in they sit.
Using my the butt of my spear.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I'll just sit in the dirt. Is this correct?
It's. You see that it opens one eye out of its meditation, and its hand branches go down in sort of disappointment.
Okay, I think we need to leave. Let's go ahead and head out.
Okay.
The Levy says, "I think it wants you to return when you're ready."
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make note on my map.
Well,
Go to forest.
we need to come back here in 6 hours anyways. That should be when Cornelius is ready too.
Okay, well, I need to go by the tavern. Do you need to go anywhere?
I suppose safety in numbers. So I'll travel with you.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
9.
4.
You're caught blindsided by the presence of a new force, of a new army. Because you, as you're heading back towards Avalon, you assume that the sound of many mouths and many feet trudging along the road towards Avalon is just part of the crusade returning there. But it is not. You see a long column of soldiers coming into coming along the road, and they are definitely going to notice you.
Is Levy able to carry both of us?
Yeah, horse can carry.
Okay, cool.
You're able to.
Especially when I'm slow.
Are you?
I think I have to ride in front.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I'm in the hobbit seat.
You're going. Are you? You see a lot of shining armors, and you see a lot of banners of the crusade. A lot of fresh faces.
They do have the banner of the Crusade, though?
They do.
Okay.
But they're a fresh army.
More recruits.
I guess a new wave came in.
1,000 gold sign-on bonus will go a long way.
Yeah, I mean, it was a long shot to believe that this group was all there was. I never really believed in the let them burn themselves out.
I think if we let them keep trying to burn themselves out, we'll run out of people on here before we run out of the Crusade.
Well, where there's suffering going on, there's gold to be had, so
That's true enough.
we should probably run along before we get wrapped up into anything. Levy away.
You head. You go ahead of the column, and you're going to reach the military camp ahead of that troop. You along the way, you're going to see that there is a decent amount of people in chains. You see that like the soldiers are like moving along the road in rows of 5, and for every and like that the central line is all prisoners tied to each other with chains, making their way guarded each by four crusaders.
Doesn't seem very paladin-like to treat imprisoned labor.
What do you think their crime was?
Could be anything.
Trying to leave the crusade? They do seem to not like that.
Well, they tend to.
You know, should we ask?
You're the chosen.
Yeah, I suppose I am.
Rin 5 minutes ago. Let's not get involved in anything.
We can come back. I have some business I really need to take care of in the tavern. We can come back and investigate what's going on after.
You ride ahead of them. You're going to arrive in the camp. Are you signed up with the? Are you registered in the Crusade files with your new face?
Nope.
Okay. So at the entrance, you get asked a lot of questions by the clerks. You see that there's like 10 clerks like present at the entrance. Like a few of them have coffee in hand. It seems like it's gonna be a big day for them. So they're relatively quick to process to process you. What name do you give them?
Tingle Springlethorpe.
Okay.
While they're registering, I spark a conversation. I tell them, hey,
I do roll a 23 on the deception, by the way.
Okay. Tingle.
With 2 L's. Springlethorpe. With an E at the end.
we saw a new contingent of fresh recruits coming in. Seems from far away. Have y'all received notice about that?
Yes. Oh, you're one of us. Yes, we've had word of reinforcements for a while. We seeded a lot of recruiters along the cities as we went, and we knew that a lot of young folks are quite desperate to make a name for themselves,
Reach heaven.
reach
A heaven.
reach what afterlife can be snatched from the old gods and defeat them. So
Makes sense. Fresh faces.
the people of Clarion are particularly devout, and and so we've had a lot of recruits coming from overseas.
Can I roll a history check on Clarion? I want to know about how far away are they?
Okay.
5. 4 actually. No idea.
It's an island.
It's an island. Yeah, really. Wow. So they're really devout there.
Yes. That's where scions originate from.
Sirens.
Scions.
Oh, scions. Oh, okay. Scions. It's a scion. You know, a scion. He doesn't know scions.
Like a when you ask for a sign from
they're divine soul sorcerers is the technical term, but without a god to vow their names to, they're all bound to die very quickly.
How's that?
That is most unfortunate.
Yes. All right, here are your papers.
Thank you. All right. Well.
Got my guest pass then.
Very well.
Yes.
We look forward to meeting the new recruits when they arrive.
Write it in your inventory, and if you ask me, I can't tell you the name back. But okay, cool.
Well, one last thing before we go. We saw some prisoners in chains. Just wanted to make sure we knew what their crimes were, so I know what insults to hurl at them.
They are to be forgiven of their crimes for joining the Crusades. The blood that they will spill will purify their past sins.
Oh.
They're not to be ridiculed, merely kept an eye on.
And I assume so. We'll send them in the first wave into the sewers and cities.
They'll. I don't know the details of the military tactics we will apply with.
Purification through battle. I respect it. Baptism in flame. Well, thank you very much, soldier. We'll see you.
I'm a cleric. Cool. You're able to get through most of the camp, which is either in a turmoil or not in a turmoil, depending on how things go with Taladriel and Melora.
Hey, is that Melora? No time.
Yeah, I think I recognize that Finch.
Last time they were in Melora was in a camp alone. They worked out fine.
Yeah, I'm sure this is fine.
If I had 2 cents for every time Ben led a player into the Crusade camp with a plan that had not been discussed and no backup, I would have 2 cents.
Which isn't a lot.
But it's weird that it happened twice.
It's weird that Ben's doing it.
A plan so nice you can do it twice. Okay. So I want to go to the tavern. Do you have anything we need to do along the way?
I'm just here for moral support.
All right.
From you. I need the moral support.
Okay. Yeah, yes. You're doing great, buddy. I love the new form. Very compact.
You arrive in town to find a screeching, all-permeating noise flooding your ears. Even before you enter the walls of the
Someone
city.
just shut that thing up.
What is that?
I don't know.
You see that a lot of miners are hurrying to work. A lot of villagers are finding like wax or wool to stuff their ears with, especially the elves and the long-eared ones who are very sensitive to sound. You both have 2 pairs of ears, so I'm going to ask both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Makes sense.
Okay. Finally something I'm good at.
19.
25.
You are not deafened,
I want to stop one of the elves along the way and just kind of ask them, "Excuse me, what is that racket?"
The goddamned architects.
Oh, those goddamn architects! Every time with these guys.
Every time.
Thank you.
You are going to, as you arrive in the central plaza to head into the tavern, you're going to see that at the center of the plaza is this large drill-like structure that is churning into the ground, like pulling up huge amounts of dirt and putting out a lot of noise and smoke.
Jack walks up to the first architect. He
So-
sees
so,
and says,
hold on.
"What the hell are you doing?" At the top of his volume.
So, you are going to see that currently, gosh, I gotta remember her name. Theremin is arguing with the normie, like over the sound of the machine, and she says, "We had a contract. You passed the laws. Everything is in order. If you hadn't sold that land to the Crusaders, we could have done it on the land that is currently their camp. But unfortunately, since it doesn't belong to the city anymore, and we are allowed our experiments within 1 mile of the city, as per your laws, this is all okay. And don't worry, we will be done in 30 days."
I walk up.
And the normie says, "Listen, I could go through the process of changing the laws, or I could let I could let the villagers do with your machine what they want to do." But,
I like the sound of that. Axe comes down.
you see that Theremin is going to say, no, this is a very, very important experiment. We cannot delay it anymore. This could resolve our problem with the old gods.
I walk up to approach the two, and I'm just like, "Theremin, what is going on? This is so loud. I have 2 ears."
You have 4 ears.
Oh yeah. Man, is there nothing you could do about the sound?
Can you cast silence?
What is that? Oh, is that like I can cast darkness, which can block sight.
Well, if you see that she turns back to the normie and says, if you're willing to pay for the spell scrolls, we'll cast silence on this thing all day long. And the normie says, "We don't have that kind of money."
How much are we talking?
Give me 1 second.
Save them
What-
for a better weapon.
What level is spell scroll? And
S-
can you check how long silence lasts?
Yes.
I really can't look anything up. It's level 2, but
Second level.
yeah, second level.
Ritual lasts 10 minutes.
It's a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
You see Theremin says, "I got it." And you see that like she's going to use a spell slot and then starts basically like ritual casting it so that she can keep it going at all times. She says, "I have more important things to do than this, but we'll take care of that. The mayor is like, what about the smoke?
I mean, the smoke isn't really harming anybody.
Yeah, that's fine.
You see 2 pigeons drop dead from the sky.
I'm sure that has nothing to do with it. Deception.
That's just a coincidence.
Next, you're gonna say the miners breathing in miner dust is bad. That's gonna be a 13.
13. Yeah. The Norma turns to you and says, "Thank you for your input, non-citizen. I'll take it into account. Have a good day."
Wait, quick question. When is your term up?
It isn't.
Oh, it's a lifetime appointment.
No. Villagers can, citizens can call for a vote of no confidence to expel me if I'm not normal enough.
Oh, well, you are pretty normal.
She lives.
I feel like caring about pigeons isn't that normal.
I mean, if we're lucky, the bird cop will drop next.
Aha, there we go.
Well, Theremin, I mean, that was a fantastic solution. Look at that. Classic Theremin.
They should hear us.
I do want to ask one of the other. Are any of the other architects also engaging in this?
Yep.
I want to ask them. Hey, so Theremin said this could prove the solution to the old god problem. How would it do that?
So Vesper is going to.
Vesper.
I only have 2 architects so far.
Why is it always you two?
Vesper is going to say, the creatures of the old gods have been shown to have difficulty passing over flowing ocean water or seawater. So we our plan is to drill a hole to beneath the deepest parts of the dungeon, when we can determine how deep that is, and then create a circuit of tunnels all around it, and then using pumps from the pump salt water from the ocean all the way to this hole, and then continuously fill it to restrict the armies of the old gods and stop the incursions.
That sounds like a great idea. That's the smartest thing I've ever heard.
Why pump real ocean water? Can't you just make some?
We could.
What if we?
But we'd need a lot of decanters of endless water, and we'd need to check that ocean water also blocks the movements of old god cultists.
So what about the people of Clarion? Since they come from an island, does that mean that the old gods have trouble reaching them?
Yes. Their civilization was more preserved than the rest because they were only vulnerable through the different portals open throughout the land.
Why don't we all just move there?
Well, they were still devastated,
Oh.
and all traces of their gods disappeared, destroyed. So it's not much better.
Could you make your train go to Clarion?
I haven't explored all of the tunnels of the tracks, and maybe.
Hey, y'all sell spell scrolls, right? No, that's someone else. I'm sorry.
That's one of the merchants.
No. Jack, are you a member of the Architects? Do you want to be a member of the Architects? No. Oh. do you become a member?
Laura's
right.
a recruiter.
Oh.
You write a thesis.
B is, yes, B is. So like I write something about how it is something.
Yes.
Okay. What about monster slaying? That could be a B is.
We hire people for that. We regularly need ingredients or rare resources from the inside of the dungeon. Not to mention magical objects or assets that need to be retrieved.
Do you have any
But those aren't members.
Do you have any bounties out now? Not currently.
No, not that I know of.
So, but really, when you think about it, you want your people to. There's much to learn about killing monsters. It's good to know.
Yes.
Has anyone written a guide to it? Maybe that could be a B is.
Yes.
Someone has written a guide.
I believe so, yes.
Well-
We've got a strict categorization of all monster types that have been observed over the years.
Oh, can I see that?
Well, I suppose all of that is copied. All of the copies we have on hand are. Yes, you can probably. You need to. I don't know, fill out some paperwork probably.
Okay, we'll add that to the list of things to do. You know, if anything, what if we wrote an updated version?
That can be our V is.
That could be our the is. Yes. All right. Well, thank you. Good luck with the drilling hole to the center of the.
You hear as the vibrations from the machine breaking down make it like the drill itself makes a noise at this time as the machine stalls and like starts to belch out fire from its exhaust ports.
Is it supposed to do that?
You see that all of the architects present immediately start like casting spells to try to like fix the problem, but a decent amount of those when somebody creates water on top of it, somebody else is like, "You fool!" And things are escalating a little bit, but they seem to have it mostly under control. Make a Constitution saving throw. Difficulty is 15.
19.
23.
Okay. Neither of you is poisoned by the by the smoke.
Well, they seem to have that under control. Between you and me, I don't really buy their plan. We're gonna drill a hole to make an ocean below the dungeon.
Yeah, I don't think they operate like vampires.
It sounds like they're drilling a hole into the dungeon that then monsters can come out of in the center of the town.
Like that dragon.
I heard a story one time about some like great god emperor who did a similar thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's a Warhammer reference. Anyways, they're smarter than us. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
We should probably keep an eye on that. Yeah.
I'll
Anyways.
try to remember.
The hole is this wide right now.
Right now, yeah.
Yes.
I just don't buy this. I'm just not buying into it. It doesn't check out.
Letty,
what do
I
you
don't
think?
have that much gold.
Letty,
so
you know more
I'm
about
buying into it.
economic policy than I do. Anyways.
You see that a decent amount of villagers have gathered, like, on one corner of the plaza to glare at the architect from a distance where the smell and the smoke is reasonably. They're all like upwind.
And they're citizens?
Yeah.
I got man, can you believe those architects always up to something?
Adventurer.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm an adventurer, but
Spits at your feet.
I mean, that was rude, but fair enough. You know what this city needs?
I had 2 grandkids that were just minding their own business when a fight was started in the taverna in your tavern. One of the drunken boar, and then a group of adventurers set fire to the whole thing. The 2 grandsons survived, but after they swore they would get payment back for the adventures, they were found dead with their throats slit in a back alley. And you people
That's horrifying.
bring only trouble.
That sounds like you're looking for some revenge. Do you have a description?
Yeah.
That was years ago.
Do you still
So-
have a description? If we see them, this is not right.
I would be.
I agree.
I
agree.
I completely agree, and I understand wanting to get comeuppance back. So if you can give me a description, then perhaps we could make some sort of arrangement.
I've sworn an oath before I was an adventurer. Before I joined.
I don't need the help of more adventure.
This is
Oh,
This is
good.
not.
I was looking for employment.
This is not the help of an adventurer. This is the help of a paladin who has sworn an oath to vengeance. If someone.
I don't need help from crusaders either.
All right. Well, this city needs a hero. There are no more heroes like the old days. Cornelius would never let this happen.
You see a couple more of.
Cornelius is probably-
You see a couple more of the villagers spit at your feet. 2 of the miners, when they do it, they're dragging flame and black flame and red blood as part of their spit.
People. I know adventurers in this town
They
have
start talking amongst each other.
This city, even if they're talking about me, I'm just going to tell them. I understand you have all been slighted by adventurers, by paladins who have come in and sworn oaths to defend, to uphold. But this land used to have heroes, like Cornelius, like Lumbo, like other named heroes, and they doesn't have that anymore.
Make a performance check.
21.
With disadvantage.
21.
There, a couple of them are enwrapped. It's mostly the younger miners
Yeah.
that look up and are like, look at you with hope that theirs not grow too large.
I continue the speech and I tell them, too long the strong have pushed down the weak in this city. Well, no more. There will be heroes again.
Yeah.
And the demon of Amateno will ensure that. I am now setting my standard here. If any adventurer comes out and slights you, you come speak to the demon of Amateno.
Hey, that girl in a wheelchair, she's an adventurer. She's setting up this loud, deadly contraption. She's slighting us right now.
Well, this is quite the conundrum.
Put your
Has harm been done yet?
and then the pigeon drops from the sky.
Has harm been done yet? There were laws. I cannot come in and intrude on your laws. You need to make the change as people to change your laws. I'm not here to tell you what is right and wrong. I'm here to, if someone has stolen something from you, you come tell the demon of Amateno, and I will deal with them. This is legal issues.
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe that they are following all established statutes.
you
Are oil companies wrong for following the law?
you see that you had them back when you were like your mouth
Yeah.
you got a silver tongue,
Yeah.
right? But the moment that they were like, there's a problem right here, right now, and you were like,
Yeah, it makes sense. I
you-
know I
you
have
lose-
something to
you-
prove.
You lose them.
I will prove something to y'all eventually. Come to me with your tasks, and slowly by slowly I will build trust with this city. Yeah. And then to the tavern.
You have a flashback. You see one of the miners is tossing a rock in her hands up and down, and you remember that face from, it was the fifth person who threw a stone at you on the night of the execution, the first time you killed Jack Greenwood. When your armor of Agathis killed
Oh,
a
yes.
bunch of civilians.
Oh, yeah.
She was the one who landed the blow after the armor of Agathis had been destroyed, and there is once again murder in her eyes. But your face is different, so. Okay, we're gonna take a break so I can drink some water. Okay, recording's back on. So, your characters finally make it to the last Phoenix Inn.
I want to roll perception. How many people are currently here right now?
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Natural one. Fuck. It even says fuck.
You get the okay, so I think last time I had described it as it was night when you returned from like, so it is you see that like it was more or less dawn when you saw the new army coming in, which means it's early morning. I think with your natural one, you find the place empty, but you misconstrue what time it is. So like it feels like nobody's in the tavern when it's just most people are still like asleep.
Everyone's still asleep.
You see the little Kenku at the front desk is going to is saying welcome, and because Kenkus can only repeat things that they've heard other creatures say, she is welcoming y'all with Molly McBurney's voice.
Checks out. I approach. Good morning. How's it going?
Can't complain, can't complain.
Do you have a name? What is it?
You're very handsome, but adventures die very quickly. I'm not looking to make any sort of connections.
You don't need to worry about death around here. Have you not heard the tale?
You see that she looks over the desk to look at your tale.
No. Have you not heard the tale of great beasts fell, of old cities plundered? Oh, let me paint you a picture. I pull out some gold, and I want to put 80 gold on the bar, and I tell them free drinks for the next I'd say hour or so. I'm gonna weave a tale for anyone who wants to come in and hear the tale.
You see that she turns around and there's like like 2 goblins and a half orc eating like stew to the side.
Perfect. I turn to them. Patrons of the Last Phoenix Inn, have either of you, any of you, heard the tale of the demon of Amateno?
What are you trying to do?
I am trying to spread a legend,
Okay.
much like the heroes of old.
Oh.
I'm trying to tell people of the great deeds that we have done.
You want a shot at the golden door.
I want a shot at the golden door.
I see. I'm gonna pause the recording for a second to grab myself. How tall of a tale are you spinning?
Well, I'm gonna start by turning to them, and I tell them, come, get your drinks, it's on me. I'll weave you the tale. Which would you like to hear? The story of how I raged in the tower, in the Mind Palace, and killed beholders. How I went through the dungeons and slayed a salamander, fought it amongst fire and blood. Or would you like to hear how I pillaged the old city and made an elder brain run in fear?
One of the goblins says, "Elder brains can't run."
And that's what makes it a story, is I made it. No one before me has done it. Tell the tale of Ragnar, and I shall tell it to you today.
Make a performance check.
14. Slow start.
Okay. As patrons are coming in, you weave this tale. You see that there's a couple of like bards from the monastery of the Golden Door that like arrive to find that you're already like sort of doing their job. Make an insight check.
That's going to be a 14.
Okay. They do this for free. Yet they do this with a specific intent. And you perceive rivalry in the eyes of some of those bards as you come in. But you are able to get it somewhat started. One, towards the end, you see that one of the goblins who was taking notes said, and yesterday when you killed all of those yesterday you left the tower empty. You left the tower with all of the bodies unlooted. And with all of those creatures dead. Wow. Where was it again? Wait. Okay.
Well, I don't tell them everything. I would specifically tell them, because that's why I asked them, which tale would you like to hear?
Got
the tale of me slaying a beholder, me killing the salamander, or me making an elder brain flee.
Okay.
So that's the 3 they get.
Yeah.
They don't get to hear about the tower.
They said elder brain. I can
they said they cool. So where was that? Where was that elder brain house?
The elder. House? Oh, my friend, and I down the next drink, and I tell them, me and my party venture forth into the city of Chrysalis, fighting through the old holy lands. We fought in a temple to a fertility goddess, and eventually we stumble upon some lizard folk type man, very small, and he leads us to this great house. And while we are on the doorstep in front of a great maze, he slings his trap and puts us to sleep. We wake up in the dining room of this great manor. Words above us asking for something that slips just out of mind. But just as we think that we are going to have a fine dinner, we hear a great voice. The house, the manor itself speaks to us. And it tells us it must belong to someone. It must belong to someone great.
Should write a song.
Perhaps bards will write.
You should rehearse. It's good. You've got potential, kid, but you gotta rehearse before you like do that sort of thing.
There's no time to rehearse when you're achieving greatness.
As you take in commentary, you see, you hear the drum of like the competing bards that start into a song about how what's his name? Rufa, like it's a dirty sailor song about Rufa and the tavern keeper's 6 daughters.
Those are the stories of old. Those heroes of long past. I speak of heroes today. Heroes that you can talk to. Gods amongst men that you can talk to. Come, tell me your grievances, and I shall bring them down as long as they are within the law. And I shall achieve these great feats. I'll tell you of things I've done yesterday, the week before, not tales centuries gone. Where is Rafa now? Where are these 6 daughters now?
Jack under his breath is saying, and so
This manor took us hostage, and I smited it. I smote its walls. I had it screaming in pain. With me and my party, we did these deeds recent. They are fresh in the minds of man. You can go visit where it was.
Hey, I don't remember meeting that kobold. I remember being in the fertility temple. We killed the mind flayers. Well, you killed the.
It all gets
mind
hazy in
flayers.
between.
And then we were in the house.
Yeah, the stories of heroes get switched up so much. I mean,
No, maybe it's the new brain, but I don't remember.
It'll come to you. People.
Roll wisdom save.
2.
The rage. You can't explain it. You can't rationalize it.
No.
But it boils up. And you can feel hurt by Rin, by the world, by everything, and you need to punch something hard right now. What do you punch?
Buddy, you okay?
Okay, cool.
What's your AC?
20.
Advantage, he does not expect it.
Okay. That's a 16 plus 8, 24. I assume am I now raging?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's gonna be my strength modifier plus rage damage. 7 points of damage.
Shield.
Okay.
Look upon my friend who has become raged at these stories of old. He wants to hear the stories of fresh.
Shut up! Okay.
Can't stand you!
Can I cast command?
Sure.
Worked last time.
Yes. I'm gonna cast command sleep. Oh no, you can't because he's raging. That's right. Okay.
But also, command sleep. The creature has to try for 1 turn.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah.
So like grovel.
Grovel. That's right. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't work anyways.
like, some people can fall asleep fast. Not within 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe relax.
Yeah, I guess I'll just try talking. Buddy, what's going on here? This rage, it's coming out of nowhere.
I don't know!
Not in front of the people.
You see the Kinku says, hey, please take it outside.
We'll be back. Follow me. And I run.
Okay.
I run into the back alley.
Opportunity.
Go for it.
20.
Oof.
Well, if it's the same turn, then you still have shield up. So
No.
no. Okay.
Yeah, different turn. That will hit.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
All right. I lead him out back into the back alley. Do you follow?
I want chase.
Okay. Rin draws his sword.
You have punched. You have expanded that energy. You don't feel the need to continue, but potentially the desire to do so.
Alright, so I'm not compelled to do so.
I'm in the back alley, like sword drawn, like whoa, man, what's going on here?
I don't know.
You used to be like a precise knife slicing.
Make a perception check, both of you.
Nat 20.
2.
Okay. You don't hear it. It's coming from your own back. The two mouths that whisper secrets they have heard. But you hear it. Jack, you killed and they made you forget. You murdered. They used you and then they made you forget.
Would they have heard that?
Jack's heard it, you have
Oh, okay.
That's what the perception check was for.
Oh, okay.
What did you make me do? You made me forget something. What did you make me forget? Okay, axe out. I am now actually like
All right.
fighting.
All right, I'll tell you. You really want to know. Even if it's something you really would not want to know.
What did I forget? What did you make me do?
What do you remember?
I don't. We killed the mind flayers and then we were in the house. Waking up from a dream and that's all I remember.
Okay, well, we're friends. Let's put our weapons down and I'll tell you.
Friends?
Friends.
Do you cast friends?
No.
Persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion check.
What's your what difficulty would it be right now?
I think 15.
Real quick
I'm
to add to it,
pretty
I'm like,
mad,
we're
yeah.
friends. We've had each other's backs. We've gone to the dungeon. I've told you secrets about how, with the crusade, with everything, we've fought, we've bled together.
Yeah, I think 15. Just like it probably would
Makes
be
sense,
lower
makes
if
sense,
you
yeah.
if it wasn't either you or Melora.
That's gonna be a 21.
Okay, yeah, that works. It's Jack takes a breath.
Okay, buddy. I'm gonna tell you. Do you really want to know?
Yeah, the axe head drops to the ground, but he doesn't entirely sheath it again.
All right. Before I tell you, I want you to bear in mind that we have braved enemies that can mess with our minds, mess with our hearts. But at the end of the day, what matters is we are both alive. Okay? When it came time to get that head from that ranger, whatever his Roland or whatever his name was, I stood with you, ready to do that. Okay?
You did, and I
So
do
let's
appreciate
let's
that.
not let the dungeon bring things between us. I'm going to tell you. Do you remember?
You recognize this. It's a tactic. Every married man that you know has used it sometimes when they're about to fess up about something bad that they've done. They start off with, remember the good times. Remember what you stand to lose if you escalate this. You recognize it because you've done it at least once.
Oh.
What did you do?
What did we do?
What did you make me do?
Do you remember the mind flayers that we fought?
Yes.
You received a letter after that fight. In the letter, it detailed that your wife had found another man, and that man had led her astray. That man was a mind flayer, and he turned your wife and your children into mind flayers. We ran into mind flayers, 2 adult ones and 2 squidlings. 4 squidlings. We put them down as they attacked us. In the note, it was revealed that your wife had went off with that mind flayer, and he had turned her into a mind flayer with your children. You slayed the man who took your wife and children, and unfortunately, I slayed your wife. If I had known, and there was no way, which I did not at the time, if I had known, I would not have done it. But I do say this. In the circumstances, I do not regret it, because the blood of your wife is not on your hands, and it could have been. It's on mine. That's my burden to bear. And for a friend like you, I will bear it. But that doesn't...
Can we have sad music?
Yeah!
Inside, they're just still playing around. There we go.
Those bards really are going for it.
No,
on that
this
dirty
guy
G.
coming into our realm.
You notice somebody who's laying down in the mud of the street, growls and says, "Get out of my alley, you're being too loud."
Let's take this to the room. Buddy, if you want to fight, we can fight. We can put our weapons away. We can go blow for blow. I understand. I can take it. You can take it. Let's just do it.
I think I'd like to do that.
Let's do that. Where should we do that at? Where's a good place? We do it in the Architect's Tower.
Let's just find a field.
My only worry with that is I don't want to get someone come up on us when we're weak afterwards. We can't do it in a room because I'll lose my deposit. We can't. Let's do it in the Architect's Tower. That's it. We'll fight atop the tower.
I like it. Theramin's busy.
Where you were reborn.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
You've been through the tower enough times with Melora that you are familiar enough faces that I don't think they would stop you. And a lot of them are still busy repairing the big machines. I guess, yeah, you make it to the top floor without any difficulties. Let's define the space.
Excellent.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a... Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Round.
Very nice. Very nice.
I don't remember how many floors we said there.
It's blown up so many times.
I think 5 floors, which means 50 feet from the ground. It's 5d6 if you fall off the ledge. Grab your tokens and...
Where's the bag?
There you go.
Thank you. Alright, this is your fight. You pick the terms. Weapons, no weapons, magic, no killing, obviously.
I think just a brawl.
Just a straight brawl?
Man to man.
Man to man.
Roll initiative.
9.
That's gonna be a 7.
Okay. So bonus action rage. Okay, I've only got one of those left. We might need to do a long rest after this. Okay, so I am raging. We are just punching. No spells, but lucky for me, my Divine Fury is just a rage bonus, so it just counts as punching.
There we go.
So I'm going to make 2 attacks, and both of those are going to miss. Yep. That's my turn.
I will also make 2 unarmed strikes. Rin approaches.
Oh yeah. Well, I would have had to approach.
Yeah. So then we. Goes, hell yeah! And that one is a nat 20. The other will a 12 hit.
12 does not.
All right. So that will be 14 bludgeoning damage.
Are you wearing your armor?
I guess I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
You rage. I'll wear my armor. Yeah.
Do you want to? So your gauntlets can count as a weapon.
I don't want a divine strike.
Okay.
If that is good to know. I'm glad that does. If this were any other case, I would. Your dead wife.
I killed your wife, and I'm gonna kill you too.
Can I roll history? I know this would probably be with disadvantage. I want to roll history, see if I remember the name of the guy who stole the wife.
Sure.
10, 9, probably not.
No, you don't. Okay, and one of the reasons you don't remember is because I don't remember.
I also don't remember, so it's very God and yeah. Anyways,
It's in there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well,
roll the 9.
You didn't roll high enough, so.
You don't have that letter. So.
No. Boom. Ah. This world has taken so much from us.
Okay. Oh, nat 20.
Hell yeah.
It's not fair. So that's gonna be. How does that? So does it just double damage? Because we don't roll. It's just strength modifiers.
Yeah, just double
unarmed, right?
I guess either you do an extra 1 damage or you double. I am gonna let you choose.
I doubled mine, so.
I think yeah. So 8, 11, and then 1d6 plus 4 necrotic. So I roll 2d6. So 17, 21.
Damn, that was a hell of a. You right in the chin, uppercut, just boom. Oh.
I think actually solar plexus. I can't quite reach your chin.
Is that my turn?
Yeah.
2 punches back. That will be a 14 and a 21.
21 hits.
Nice. That'll be 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
How much more can it take from us? And Ren spits blood as he punches down.
18's a miss. I swipe at you, missing, but say, I don't know what I can give.
Rin backs up to avoid the hit and takes another swipe at him. That's gonna be 2 misses. Just completely over dipped dodge. We'll face it together.
I should be reckless attacking. So that's a miss on the first one, then, and a hit on the second. You'll have advantage on your turn.
Nice.
Yeah, so 26, so it'll hit if you do. Shield, so that's 7, 10, 14 points.
Nice.
Yeah, just pure, like, pain-fueled scream.
So I get advantage back?
Yeah.
Alright. First one, that will be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And second one will be a 17 to hit. Yeah.
That hits exactly.
Alright, that will be 14 more bludgeoning damage as punch. The blood is on my hands. and it's my cross to bear. I don't know what cross in this universe would be. My burden to bear.
Okay, that's a 25.
That hits.
And 18. So just the 1. 6, 9, 13.
13 damage? Nice.
Jack is I think beyond words. Just tears are streaming
Oh,
down his face.
Rin is definitely crying. When he
Yeah.
swings this time, is this also with advantage?
Yeah, it's just gonna keep being with advantage.
Both are gonna hit.
Okay. So
As he's crying, he says, "It took my sister. Oh. It took my master. Boom."
Nat 20.
Damn.
So that's gonna be 2d6, so 9, 13, 16, 24. Say, it's taken everything! As he, I think, like, slams a fist into one of your arms, and you can feel something shattering. Obviously, you're still able to fight, but, like, something's not right.
Rin falls to one knee. He's looking very rough. That'd be a 24 and a 26, so that'd be another 14 damage. And he falls to one knee and manages to punch twice with one arm, his other arm hanging limp to his side. And he says, "I think we killed my parents in that tower. I should feel bad, but I don't."
23 and 26. No, it should just be the one die, and I always do blue first. So that's 6, 9, 13, 20 more points of damage.
So
It's non-lethal, obviously.
Oh, that's gonna knock out Ren. But as I imagine, you punch once, and as you see him, he's now fallen to both knees, both arms just hanging down by his side. You see tears running down his bruised face, and he just says, "I'm a demon. I've killed, all in the name of power, to protect I don't even know who. But if that's what this world needs, if I can't be a hero, then I'll be its demon to take its burden, and I'll carry this burden of Nora forever." And he gets knocked out.
Well, I think yeah. After the first one, that like seeing how rough you are, seeing you sway on your knees, is enough to like lift the rage from Jack. He doesn't land the second hit. He says, I was a bounty hunter, a murderer for pay. Nora hated every moment of it. I loved her, but she hated our life. I can't blame you for this. I reach a hand out and pull you in and say, if you're a demon, I'm just as much a monster.
Then we'll be the monsters this world needs. We're men of war. There is no peace for us.
I have no peace to return to.
We have each other. I also have no home. Nothing. There was a circus. It's gone. There was Rory and Omen. They're gone. But we're living.
Jack just cries.
Ren cries too.
Are y'all okay up there? I need both of you to come behind me and see the banner that I've just photoshopped for our campaign. It's in the video.
There we go. That's great.
The moment that you were like, you wanna just fight, I started opening Photoshop.
Nice. Short rest?
Yeah.
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 How many hit dice can you expend?
I've got 4
All
left.
of them, up to all of them.
Up to all of them? Nice.
Oh, actually, I shouldn't even have taken as much damage as I did because I was raging, so I'm
Oh, nice.
resistant to all
Hell
of
yeah.
that. But I didn't remember until the last round.
Good for the
so that's
story.
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I was vaguely paying attention, but you beat him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense if he's a paladin, but not if he's not using all of his class features, but you are.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Barbarians have a little bit of an advantage in a bare knuckle brawl. In that nothing is magical damage. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. It's all bludgeoning.
Yeah.
It works great for the story, too.
Mm-hmm. Rin was pulling punches functionally, just not literally.
He was like, I rage. I was like, oh, are we going all out? I was like, how fucked up would it be? I Eldritch blast him off the tower.
Like, you are a little inviting me to work my rage out on you, so yeah.
Alright, well, I feel my face hurts, but
Your arm's healed.
my arms, yeah, crazy. Imagine that. So, well, I spread my legend, so I kind of did what I had to do here in town. What should we do now? Should we go ride the train again?
Well, if you recall from the station under the tower, it got flooded and there was a bronze dragon attacking it. So maybe not just at this moment.
There was also a T-Rex down there at some point.
I don't think I think it was like a roar like a T-Rex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it was all one bronze dragon.
Oof. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe not that. What else should we get up to?
Oh no. I've got 2 board players asking what should we get up to.
We can go gamble.
Could go gamble.
Hold on. I need a story hook quickly.
I mean, we still got time to kill before Cornelius makes it back. We could always make a run at the dungeon.
Okay. Are you the one who's carrying the ball?
I have Barbarella, yes.
Cool. In this case, you could wait until Cornelius is done. You also know that from the top of the crater, the Ruafasins are operating their medical services, rescue you from the dungeon and bring you back to life. Business. They might already have those spells prepared.
It's true.
There's always the Mind Palace.
Yeah, I mean,
We can also call it if we need to, if it'd be better to wait for the rest of the party.
I'm calling for a short break.
Yeah, that's a short break.
Yeah.
So, what have y'all decided to do?
So we can go up the staircase, down the staircase, or to the west, which is the key.
in the Mind Palace.
In the Mind
just
Palace.
like
Fast
at
forward,
yes,
we were in
yes,
the
yes,
tavern, formed the portal, went through. We're now back at the what am I looking? Crossroads.
yes. I think key. I think key.
What do we see off to the west? Towards the key.
Oh, there it is. Thank goodness. Okay, cool. To the west,
Mm-hmm.
you see a nondescript tower. All of the other towers have things that stand out. You've got the clock tower to the north, the astronomy tower that you've already gone to the east. You've got the nondescript Hogwarts style wizard's tower. You've got the stairs that are heading up, the stairs that are heading down, and the collapsed tower to the south.
Ah, collapsed tower to the south. All right, so let's go west. Nondescript tower. Unless we hear.
That's great because it's the one I had prepared most.
Sweet.
Let me check what type of monsters are in there.
Come on, fiends.
Okay.
So just Jack, as they approach this, says, "Okay, I can do this, but I don't think rage is refreshed on short rest. I think it's just long. So I think I've got one more good rage in me.
One more good rage.
So any.
Do you want a long rest before you go?
We can long rest.
Yeah, that's long rest.
All right.
We were already short resting.
We had to go back to the room anyway, so.
Yeah, so full HP then. All rages. Yeah.
All right.
And we're not in the dungeons. We can actually sleep.
Thank God. I actually love
Oh
the
yeah.
house.
Both of you make a charisma saving throw.
Oh yeah.
9.
Charisma. You get to add +6 or plus my charisma +4.
He needs to be within range of your aura.
Yeah. Listen, we had a lot. We talked a lot.
We're both in the crusade. Like, it's normal for men in arms to share a bed
Share more.
platonically. It's just efficient.
Who's Big Spoon?
Me.
Of course. There we go. Ren's like, I just want to be held. Who needs therapy? 23.
13.
Okay, let me check. Cursed knowledge, curse of the guides. Each time you try to sleep, it's a DC 12 charisma saving throw.
Yeah, cuddling for the win. Yeah.
You'd mentioned foreseeing homoerotic subtext in
There we go.
session.
It's very.
I mean, we did, we didn't strip down, but we did have, a boxing match that ended in a hug, and now we're coupling, so...
It's like the first Predator movie.
Yeah, is it even, a buddy one-shot if there's not, light tones homoeroticism?
Exactly.
Okay, can I have some, what's it called? Dark Academia
Yes, you
type
can.
music, please. Cool. You are walking down the corridor towards the tower. You arrive at those two large double doors with the symbol of the key written sculpted large. As you open the doors, you find yourselves in actually a very similar room to the one that you were in the previous time. It's just you're looking around. You're seeing that the tapestry is older, more holes in it. The some of the portraits are different. This is the same place, but it has. This is the same place, but time has passed.
So we're in Balthazar's mind?
Mm-hmm.
You see at the center of this room is a little table with a key on it, and there is a single door leading out of the room.
So
Does it look like there's any kind of like pressure plate or other mechanism under the key?
Make a investigation check.
4.
Cool.
I don't see anything, huh?
You don't notice anything in particular.
Man, so Balthazar's family is royalty. What do you think this place is? If the astronomer tower was his time at the academy.
Well, this looks like, you said it looks like the same place but older, so perhaps this is a future that hasn't happened.
You didn't see him at the academy at all. You saw him, like, getting signed up to the
That's right.
academy from his days as a swindler and counterfeit seller.
Maybe this is from his time in the academy. If it looks older and he was trying to get in, then maybe this is from when. So we see a key here with the table on it.
The key is as golden as the telescopes were in the astronomy tower, and placed in the same spot.
I have a feeling if we pick this up, something's going to show up. So I'd say if you have anything to ready yourself with, now's the time to do it.
Stay ready. I do draw my axe.
I'll pop Armor of Agathis on myself, and then cast Protection from Evil and Good.
Okay.
Do you want to pick it up, or should I?
Let's get it done.
Okay. Cool. You pick it up. Nothing happens.
Curious. Well, if it's a key, then surely it has a lock.
It looks like there's only one way forward.
I want to take a closer look at the table. Is there anything off with the table? I look under it.
Roll investigation.
Not my best. Let's see. Nat 20.
Okay. This is a regular ass table.
Regular ass table. Interesting. Yes, just as I thought. This table is table flavored, I say as I get done licking it.
Pine.
Well, let's pocket it. Let's see what else we can find. Let's head up these stairs. See what's. Are these rooms here?
So right now, all you have is the giant double gate door behind you and the small door in front of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's check if it's locked.
Give the knob a turn. Does it
Cool.
open?
Do you do that?
Yes.
Okay. So you're automatically taken into the vision. As you open it, basically images from the other side of the door start to flood and overwhelm your mind. You have the option to look at it, not look at it, and if you are looking at it, there's an intelligence saving throw to avoid being taken. Every time you enter the Mind Palace, everybody needs to make an intelligence saving throw to just do it.
Is this from magic?
It is.
Excellent.
Difficulty is 35.
15.
7.
Cool.
Oh wait, add 4.
19.
11.
Yeah. Do you, as you're seeing this flashback, do you let it enter your mind?
Feeling like this is kind of like how the telescopes were, I'm gonna keep an eye out and stand ready. If the door turns into something, then I'm gonna swing on it.
Okay. You are going to. Sorry. Say again. You were ready to swing on
the door. If the door turns into something, once the
yeah, you're not looking at the flashback.
No, I'm basically staying aware. I feel like one of us should keep an eye out.
Okay, sounds good. You're going to see a throng of students. You're seeing pointed hats and the backs of heads as the point of view character is like entering this room, surrounded by a point of view, surrounded by creatures much taller than him, but and you're starting to get used to a similar point of view yourself. You're not able to see it at all when somebody declares, "Welcome to Strixhaven Academy. You are new students. Do your best." And after that, a round of
Tepid applause.
tepid applause. You continue with this point of view as like the students start to talk with each other as one of the teachers is taking out a blackboard on which the whole schedule of what classes are given at what time is written down, that you are able to see what's happening at 9 a.m. and that's it. Everything else is hidden by people taller than you. You see that Balthazar speaks with a decent amount of people, but they like people who are already having a conversation need to like turn their heads constantly to address him, and so there's a sort of like coldness until Balthazar finds a dwarf, a spellcaster who's willing to like speak with him, and you, as the vision fades as you hear the name of this dwarf. What's the name of this dwarf?
Let's go with Rundlin. Rundlin.
What pronouns does Rundlin use?
We'll say he, him.
Okay. As the vision fades, you see an appearing in the room. On the other side of the room is a dwarf with a crystal ball in his hand. He looks much older than in the vision that you saw, and there's actually 4 of him because of mirror image and roll initiative.
I think we're in the spellcaster area.
Yeah. Yes, 9.
17.
So let me familiarize myself with this character sheet real quick. Okay, I got mage armor on. Got mirror image on. Okay. Is stone skin concentration?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, sucks.
Cool. Have y'all rolled initiative?
Yes.
Cool. My turn to roll initiative and plus 9. Okay, who's first?
So Ren, me, you. Technically we're tied, but I know you say that players win.
I am concentrating on stone skin.
Pull
non-magical bludgeoning, probably serious. Probably slashing and bludgeoning as well. Slashing and piercing as well. Cool. You're first to go.
All right, seeing this dwarf appear, no context for what's going on. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast. If someone's paralyzed, can they still cast spells?
I don't believe so. If you can stun them.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on them. So they have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm a wizard, so I'm good at those.
Theoretically.
I rolled a 10.
You see Ren reach out with his hand. He says, "Stop right there," and they freeze up.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start to approach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many can you do?
You can do 6.
6. There we go. I don't know why I'm bad today. And that will. That will end my turn for now.
Okay. So that's me. I bonus action rage and move 35 feet.
Nice.
Which is going to put me in melee range. I have automatic advantage because he's in hold person, right? I think that counts as restrained. I don't know.
It says paralyzed.
Paralyzed. Okay. Yeah. So I have advantage on my 2 attacks. So 25 and 23.
My AC is 15.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
I disagree, but okay.
Okay, so 3d6, 5d6, plus 6, 14.
That's a lot. That's
18. Okay, so 5d6 plus 18 points of damage, but I should keep the 1d6 of necrotic separate.
Okay.
So 4, 8. So 8, 16, 22 points of slashing and 7 points of necrotic.
It's not magical slashing.
It is not.
Okay. Say those numbers to me again.
You're resistant to non-magical. Yeah, so you take 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Okay, cool. Concentration check immediately. 10 plus 1. That's
Nice.
enough. Cool.
Oh, don't I have to have rolled on something to even hit the right one?
Yes, you do. Roll a d4, and if you roll a 4, you hit the correct one.
So that's a 1.
Okay, so you've so I've taken no damage, but one of my.
So the first one, I rolled a 1. It's 2 attacks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Also a 1. Oh, wait, sorry, shouldn't I?
So like, roll a d6 for the second one, and on a 5 or a 6, you hit
Okay,
the right
so that's a 6. So I do still hit on the second one. So you do still take 7 points of necrotic and 5 points of slashing.
So
12. 12. 7 necrotic, 5 slashing.
Oh, did you have it already?
Yes.
Cool. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Action, bonus action, movement.
Okay. Is this one concentration?
You
It is
are
not.
paralyzed.
That's right.
How often does he get to make wisdom
At
saves
the
again?
end of each of its turn.
Okay. Another wizard that was invisible up until this moment appears and is going dropping invisibility, and is going to create a wall of ice. 30 HP. Okay, it's going to cut into your space. 10 feet panels, or a sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet. Up to 10-foot square panels. Okay, so
Make a saving throw.
yes, and I'm actually going to get both of you, but with this dome. So it's a 10-foot radius. So it's gonna be here. Actually, no. They put the wall of ice right here, like as a dome, excluding you from it, but leaving you in it. That's my action, and that's it. Yep, that's it. That's my turn. And I make a what type of save to wisdom save to be unstunned? Come on, baby. 11.
Nope.
Damn. Yeah. Those are my turns.
Back up to the top.
Oh, this one also has major armor and
Stone skin and mirror image.
not stone skin, just mirror image.
Okay, that's right. Concentration. Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good. My turn.
Yes.
Can I still see them?
The ice is opaque.
So I can kind of see through it.
No.
Oh, so I can't see through it. Okay. I guess I should probably try to cut through that then. Damn. They are still held. So I'm going to, I guess I'll chop away. I'm going to chop at the ice to try to carve a path in there. I rolled a 19 plus 8 to hit. For 27. I missed the second attack.
Cool. So, let me just... I didn't know you were going to the spellcaster place, so... Okay.
Rory, face.
Okay. So, your axe passes.
I have a sword.
Your sword passes through it, revealing this to be an illusion.
Oh, okay.
So it made you waste your one of your attacks.
Okay.
But you're now able to. But it is now like semi-transparent, and you're able to see what's happening in there.
Okay, sweet. Then, I'm holding concentration, so I'm going to, for a bonus action, I'm going to place a Hexblade Curse on this guy.
The illusionist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'll take a step. I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. I believe that reveals to you that it's an illusion to you as well. And it's your turn.
Okay.
And we have something a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. So, still attacking with advantage. So that's a 21 and 12?
No.
Don't think that's gonna hit. Okay, so just a 21.
Who are you?
The one that's being held. The dwarf. Okay, so that's still...
I've got stone skin. Roll a d4 and on a... No, sorry, roll a d6. And on a 5 or 6 you hit the right one.
Yeah, that's right, because I hit on the second one.
Yep.
2. So that is going to hit one of the illusions then.
Cool. And you missed the other one?
Yeah.
Cool. That's your turn?
Yep, it is.
Okay, cool. On my turn, I'm gonna succeed this wisdom saving throw.
Is this an action or bonus action to apply? Sorry. Venom.
I don't remember.
If I want to apply serpent venom to my, can be applied to weapons until delivered creature. Can I apply this as a bonus action?
Yep.
Sweet. That'll be my next move.
You then out of invisibility comes a phantom steed. That this one is going to get on top of, and the phantom steed is going to disengage and move 100 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's just 50.
Yep. Well, that's the size of the room. So, cool. That. Okay. That's the only thing that this one is going to do. The illusionist is going to cast, Phantasmal Killer on. You're the barbarian, but you're holding concentration on my buddy. So make an intelligence saving throw.
Damn.
Yeah.
10 plus 3 plus 4, 17.
No.
Yes. Aura. Nothing but aura.
Oh no, but it's an intelligence save. You sure?
He aura farms.
Okay.
Yeah. You
As
just rhythm up too good.
Mm-hmm.
as a bonus action, I'm going to use displacement, and that's my turn for my 2 wizards.
What does displacement do?
I'm not telling you. I'm just announcing it.
Oh, okay.
For so that y'all know I'm not cheating if I pull it out of nowhere.
Sweet.
Okay.
Back up at the top.
Back up to
Ren
the top.
pulls out the serpent venom and cracks it and slides it across his blade and then brings it down on this wizard that is held. That was a first attack was 26 to hit.
Roll D4, and on the on 1 and a 2 you hit the right one.
1.
So you do not hit the right one.
You said on a 1 or a 2 I hit the right one?
Do not. You gotta roll high.
Oh,
You
gotta
need-
roll
you
high.
need- you need
But
a 3-4.
you've taken care of the third of the mirror image.
Sweet. So that passes through it, it disappears, and then he brings it back for the second attack. Second one was a 24 to hit.
That hits.
That and roll this again.
Mm-hmm.
Roll the d4 again.
No, that was the last one.
That's the
Yeah,
last
that's
one?
the one.
Okay, so it'll take 8 slashing damage, and it has to make a con save.
So 8 halved.
That is magical slashing, because I've done that.
Oh yeah. What saving? What?
Con save, DC 11.
Ooh, I passed exactly.
It takes half damage of 3d6 poison damage.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the 3d6.
3, 2, 5,
So that's 10.
10. So it takes 5 poison damage.
Okay, 5 poison and how much slashing?
8 slashing.
So 13, okay. Boop, boop, boop. And con save. Yes!
Nice.
Wait, hold on.
You passed the con save for the poison already.
Yes,
Right
that
there.
was concentration to keep stone skin.
Oh.
Cool.
Makes sense. Then that's my bonus action. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. So first attack, 24 hits. That does 15 points of damage. I already have the slashing.
You're still on the evoker?
Yes.
Okay, 15, you already have it.
Yes. Do you want to roll concentration on stone skin?
That's a fail.
Okay, cool. So then you take 18 slashing damage from the
Nice.
second hit. I assume stone skin was what was giving you resistance to non-magical
Yes.
weapons. Yeah.
Have y'all been rolling with advantage because he is stunned?
Oh, no.
Yes.
It's fine.
Okay, well, he is bloodied. He is very, very bloodied. That's your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to break out of...
He has to do it at the end of his turn.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm going to break out of it to just die on the next round.
Or not.
Clear your mind and focus only on hold person.
So this one is going to drop here. It's got 100 feet of movement, so it's going to come back for this one, and
You know, it's a phantom
Arm
steed.
Master.
I stopped being a human variant.
Oh.
and it is going to use its action to disengage, and dragging it at half speed. They're gonna go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
Since it's getting
4,
dragged to this
5,
one and it can't disengage, do we get to make a opportunity?
No, it's only if it moves on its own.
Oh, okay.
Kind
Uh,
of.
yeah, to here, and you know what? He didn't disengage. He dashed the Phantom Steed. So go ahead and make an attack. No, I did disengage. That's my turn. That's the illusionist is going to hold his action.
Okay. Very nice, very nice.
Cool. It's your turn.
Back up at the top.
I think I can kill that one.
You think you got that one?
Yeah.
Cool. This is going Misty Step. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Okay. What's the range on your protective aura?
Immediate, right next to it.
Okay, cool. In this case, my held action to cast Phantasmal Force when you're no longer protected triggers. So intelligence saving throw.
2.
Okay. You see a terrifying mind flayer looming over you.
Actually, let's do fanatical focus. So I'm gonna re-roll that saving throw. It's still an 8.
Okay. Okay. A phantasm. Each round on your turn, the phantasm can create 1d6 psychic damage to the target if it is in the phantasm's area or within 5 feet, provided that the illusion is of a creature or hazard that could deal damage. Okay.
Don't worry, I got him.
Wait, is that all that does? No, Phantasmal Killer is what I wanted. Okay, my bad. bad. Give me just 1 second, please.
He's got to go back to magic class. This illusionist. This is what you get for talking with your friends during class.
Yeah, I didn't know y'all were going to that part of
No.
the dungeon. I didn't have
yeah.
much time to rehearse.
I don't think anything we got up to was expected.
I was expecting chaos, so technically I did expect.
There we go.
everything.
There we go.
Expect the unexpected.
Okay. Well, it's a okay. Would a wisdom saving throw have pushed you to 13?
I actually am just realizing I have advantage on magic, so that was
Roll 4d10.
4d10?
so with advantage on that, that would have been a 12. 12.
Cool, that's a fail. So, you are frightened of the illusion itself.
19 total.
So I'm gonna add Mind Flayer to the board, which means you can't get closer to the. You can't willingly get closer to the.
Do I see it?
To the illusion, and it is going to take a step back from you, so that you also can't
Move towards the illusionist,
actually, it's going to.
Act of opportunity?
Sure. You use up your reaction, and it passes through the phantasmal killer. Cool.
Still my
Did you take the psychic damage he rolled?
Oh, how much psychic damage?
19.
76.
And I can't cast it at higher levels. Okay.
Okay.
The illusionist is backing up against the wall as much as possible.
Action. Ren turns around, looks at the other one, and goes, "No, you don't." Snaps his fingers. Ring of the Ram. Expends a charge. I rolled a nat 20 to hit. 2d10 force damage. That was
Cool.
17 on this one.
Okay. What did you roll to hit?
Nat 20.
You sure? Because that one is still being held. This is the one that casts Phantasmal Killer.
Yeah, but this one, if he gets free, that's another spellcaster to deal with.
Yeah, I can still take care of him.
It's okay.
I'm
It's
gonna
okay.
kill this.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill it. Strategy. I'm gonna kill
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one.
Bonus action. You did your attack. Go ahead and roll.
So that's 17 force damage times 2 since the crit. 34 force damage.
Okay. That kills this one. That kills this spellcaster.
And then my movement. I'll just get next to this guy.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Your turn.
Okay. Sorry, gotta reroll damages because now I'm going to have to do ranged. Okay. So I can't get closer. I currently have one space in between. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That puts me within 20, so I'm in normal range for my spears. Okay. So, that's
We should get you a good.
You
crossbow.
have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within sight.
Okay. Actually, yeah. I just need to re-roll everything then.
So, and I don't think you can reckless attack on ranged attacks.
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
This-
17 hit?
17 does hit. Roll a Okay, 17 does hit. Roll a d4, and on a 4 you're going to hit.
1.
Okay, so you use up one of his mirror images.
And then I miss on my second javelin throw.
Okay.
Or spear. That's both spears.
Okay, both. Cool. My turn?
Yes.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Heard. Wait, no. This is a magical effect. 13.
No. No. That's not fair.
Hey, it's the one good thing
Yes.
about being a gnome.
Yes. Gnome
This
representation.
This one is vanished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, taking attacks of opportunity. He takes an. Do you want to attack the Phantom Steed?
Sure. Nat 20.
Nice.
Okay, let's check the text on my. Simon, could you look at what Divine Fury for the Zealot Barbarian, if it says turn or round? So that's 4, 8, 11. Does it say turn or round?
It's loading.
Sorry.
This is the Mind Flayer fight all over again. Just hold person.
Old person's great.
The dice gods favor us today.
Okay, Divine Fury.
Mm-hmm.
The first creature, blah blah blah. Okay, on each of your turns with a weapon attack.
On my turn, okay.
On
So
each of your turns.
So that's just 11 slashing damage then.
Okay. Horse, draft horse HP. What did you roll to hit?
Very good. I assumed it hit because it was like it was over 20.
Fuck.
I don't remember the exact number, but it was over 20. I was like, okay, cool, definitely hit. It was the horse.
He cast level 5
I can
shield.
re-roll it if you'd like.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I got armor class 10, hit points 19. How much damage did you do?
11.
Okay, cool. Cool. And then this one is going to climb on, and this is going to take an attack of opportunity from you to try to get to here.
Can I make the? I can only make the attack of opportunity on the steed.
That's correct.
Yeah, I'll take a swing on him. 14.
That hits.
Nice. That'll be 1d8 plus 6. That's gonna be 14 slashing damage, magical.
You like cut its leg off, and it goes and collapses on the ground, and it's the illusion stays even after it is like it is not dead. It is dying in its own pool in its own pool of blood, but so it's staying around for guilt stripping, and then he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And then I used up Phantasmal Killer. Collar spray. Okay. Ooh. Can you roll 6d10 for me, please?
You got it. Can I use some of these? Oh, D10, D10.
Yeah.
4. Those are hard to read. Sorry.
I think it's only D8.
Oh, so it is.
This is perfect. I can
This-
roll these twice.
Nah, that's together. There's
Alright.
a line.
So that's 7, 5, 8, 8, 5, 2. And that's 6 of them. So then.
Cool. And then add another. I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level. So add another 4d10. So 10d10 total.
10 D10 total. Okay, I rolled 10 D10.
Okay.
How
Perfect.
many did you say to begin with?
I think he said 60-10 to start.
Oh, I rolled.
So,
Oh, that's
so
what
you
you
accidentally
did.
did
okay,
it right.
Sweet. There we go.
Cool.
Let me see. So that's
Is that more total than your hit points?
no.
No?
Nope. That's 51.
You are not blinded. I'm calling this fight.
All right, that's good. Yeah, I was gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast from
Yeah,
far
I
away.
have not a lot of the HP and stuff. Y'all are able. Let me get a 5 HP and a level 1 spell slots, and that's my price for finishing this fight.
Sounds good.
5 for me.
Yeah.
Plus the 51.
What? Plus the.
The 51 from the color.
Well,
spray?
no, that's
No,
not
that's
damage.
not.
Oh,
That's not.
okay, okay,
that's
okay.
not damage. That's.
It functions like sleep.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
like-
Yeah.
And like, if you had less than that amount, you would have gone blind.
That. Oh, damn. That makes sense. Okay. Oh man, these guys were tough. we need spellcasters.
Isn't that what you are?
No. I just swing the sword really well, and it causes stuff to happen. Let's see what they got on them. I would like to roll.
I will help you.
You get 3,000 XP for this because there's only 2 of you. The XP doesn't need to be divided as much.
Sweet. This place gives me the creeps. He would study here?
Okay. Make an investigation check.
I'm glad I chose to study the blade instead.
Yeah, me too. See, knowledge... I've learned knowledge in this world does not help.
Mm-mm.
It's...
I'm giving you the help action.
Well, that'll be an 18. 18.
Okay.
Rumble through their robes. What do we find? One of these is a dwarf. What is the illusionist? I mean, he could be anything, I suppose.
Who knows? Even in death.
It's a mall.
Your weapon is your hexblade weapon,
Mhm.
right? So
But I can also bind a weapon to be my...
okay. So all we know is that it's a mall because we don't have anybody
It's
to
like,
cast
oh,
identify
no,
right
no.
now. Sucks that we're so dumb. You interested in changing out for a mall?
Here you go.
Because yeah, I
All
need
yours.
I need
all
a magic
yours.
weapon.
It's all yours.
Excellent. So I don't know the damage die for a mall.
Look. Oh, can you look it up for me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so Jack doesn't know any of this, but
2d6.
2d6. Okay, cool. Same.
Heavy two-handed weapon. I imagine it's a gnome-sized maul. That's cool. Yeah.
Excellent. It's Maul of Smiting. It does extra damage on a crit, and it does extra damage to constructs.
Oh, that's cool.
character has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it is destroyed.
Oh, this is actually works out quite a bit, being in a wizard tower.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what happened to the door here? That it's still there.
Yes, but it is now open onto a hall.
But the key is still in our possession.
Nope, it's disappeared.
It's disappeared. Okay. So we have to find the key and the door that it goes to. Interesting. Okay. Do you need rest or anything?
I'm good.
I'm good to go continue.
Okay. Give me.
So what did you see?
First day. A lot of people. Well, I guess I'm learning pretty quickly that most folk don't like looking down. It seemed like that dwarf was someone who ended up being important to him.
You know, it's kind of poetic that you've become a gnome and now you're experiencing the memories of a gnome. Is that poetry or irony?
I don't know the difference.
I don't know either. I just say words sometimes.
You know what? Fair enough.
So did the place look as old as it does now? Did it look just like this, or did it look newer?
Did it look newer? Did it look like this, first of all? And if it did it look...
This hall looks different. It looks like you're in corridors in a large castle. But this is a more austere, less like astronomy. Like the astronomy rooms had like what's it called?
Bookshelves?
The paper on the wall.
Paper?
Yes, that's smart. That's a good way to refer to it. This looks closer to like fortress, like fortress walls with mortars. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms with locked doors, and you see a pedestal with a key right in front of you.
Just looks different. Another key.
Well, there's one key, but I'm counting 7 doors.
Yeah.
Curious. I want to go investigate the doors. Are there locks on any of the handles, or?
There are, yes, on each and every one of them. The doors look, if not identical, very, very like in the same style. There's not much to differentiate them apart from the plaques. So this one is labeled as the room of transfiguration. This one is the room of illusion. This one is the room of enchantment. This one is the room of evocation, conjuration,
Abjuration and necromancy.
cool. Abjuration, and this one is labeled as Arcana class.
Okay.
So you said he saw classmates and an old man.
Some kind of professor, headmaster.
You heard the voice of the old man. You never got to see him. You saw the tip of a pointed hat.
Did we find? We didn't find any grimoires on the people, on the wizards, did we?
No.
No.
Not with Melora in the party, no.
So there's a new key here.
Might only have access
out of character. I'll probably have to go after this next battle. But
Heard.
I mean, it might be a long battle.
I feel like Melora could learn so much here.
She really could. Maybe we should.
Let's rest, plan, and figure out, choose which door we're gonna open whenever time comes. I assume if there's a headmaster, Arcana seems. But what if we open a door and it? Because the last room we opened this door, and they came out of a different one.
It's true. I also, if anything, would be tempted towards the Arcana door.
I also want to go Arcana door.
But you're right. I think Melora would like to be here.
They'll regroup with us.
Yeah.
I agree.
So.
Well, good battles fought today. Let's put up camp and get something, cook something. I've got the salamander skin.
Okay. In this case, you're going to be caught flat-footed when just 1 second. No, that's it's a good point to stop for today, but you're not expecting things to come at you in this place because you are the ones who triggered the combat a lot of the time. But no,
Yeah, I would say Ren's definitely would not keep an eye out in this setting. He's like, oh, we're in the palace, like, you know,
Yep.
We're the aggressor here. You get you get to burn a magic item.
Huh?
You get to burn a magic item because it got used up.
Oh yeah.
And no atlas. No smoke sensitivity. That works too.
Yeah, if you want to get the fire equipment, that's an option. Otherwise, let's do stars and wishes.
Sweet. I've got mine. Star. This was a fantastic last minute setup. You rolled really well with our headassery for what we wanted because we did quite a bit, and so
Oh yeah.
Star, your ability to think on the fly with kind of like it all felt very like this was purposeful. Like it's okay. We get to see an army coming in. We get to see this project that the architects are having going on. We get to see the distrust within the civilians, the citizens, and everything just really, it was like, okay, this feels like we're going into town, what is about to come up, and what can we get into? So that's my start, just great on the fly. My wish, this is more out of character. I wish to be here more. My schedule's a little tied up this summer, but I'm gonna try to make the games that I can.
After the summer, do you think you'll be able to?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. That's great. That's gonna give us a through line because Ben and Andy are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Atlas is also likely,
No,
and I don't know if Jenny is coming back. But yeah, when the school year is closer to starting, I'll post to recruit people. I'll wait until people's schedules are out so that
Makes
they
sense.
can so that they can know whether or not they'll be available long
if we end
term
up needing
on
to take a
Saturdays.
break for like a week or two or however long, that's fine.
I think I mean if we don't get free players, we'll take breaks.
Sounds good.
I probably will be able to continue making it on Saturdays come start of the school year. There might be one or two I have to miss just based on what our staffing situation looks like.
Yeah, that's fair.
So much of my back of house is here on a TPS visa.
I'm sorry to hear that.
There were so many moments that were worthy of a star. The the shrub that thinks you're about to have your first wild shape, and like just without speaking, just trying to lead you through this experience. Like, and the two of you just being like, "You want us to meditate some more?"
We're gonna get bigger?
Big expand werewolf. We're gonna become werewolves. Yeah.
That was great. Like your your interactions with the villagers being like, ask you me for anything. Against people who have slighted you.
That was such a good play on your part. Like you sometimes say how like I'm able to think. That was such a great. Where I was like, oh shit. Okay, yeah, this one thing we can't really do. Yeah, that was so good.
I liked that you're trying to make yourself an option for the which like for the monks of the Golden Door. Because like that's I think a very interesting mechanic. You're very likely going to be disliked by the College of Lore because they're gonna be like, hey, we're already get off, get your own lane.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it was something
get
that
back in your lane.
It's something that when I heard on the recording, I was like, that's so good. I was like, there's no like we, especially now that we're getting higher level. I'm like,
yes,
we've accomplished some feats. Maybe we start a few legends.
Yeah. I loved the choice between inventing fantasy therapy and Fight Club and just doing both.
Yeah,
like,
star for you, Frank. That was
that was beautiful.
You both it.
Yeah. And yeah. My wish is to for my wizards to roll better saving throws when I'm getting stunned for. I had proficiency in wisdom saves.
I saw you didn't roll over a 6. That was crazy.
That was all the dice gods.
You rolled a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw bigger spellcasters and more spellcasters at you in the next rooms. Like I'm going to balance it back out because of stuff like that. But like that's my wish. I love the energy because like it's fun. I feel like we are getting away from the mood of the Eldritch horror of the campaign. So I want like my wish is to try to like to stay in a spot where we're joking and having fun, but we try to keep the mood of horror in mind if possible.
Yes.
I gotta stop being like, and then a pigeon drops out of the sky.
Yeah.
Because like or hey, you guys okay up there? Because those are like funny moments, but they can undercut a little bit. Yeah. Frey.
So yeah, Star, I love that you used the Curse of Amateno to like be the bit of reveal there, and you didn't like go overboard with it. Like you still made it be like a conversation that we had. I think that was like a really clever use of like something that we both have.
Yes.
And like I think that this was the right episode to like really have it come out because it felt very Tales of Bossing Say.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. That's a perfect way to describe this session. Yeah,
like we saw a couple of things that are clearly okay. That'll be important. And then we had like a big emotional thing together, and so it felt very much like a like a mini episode, more than anything. And I think that sort of hit the tone. Like it was a little sillier than maybe some sessions, but we also had like.
The 2 Chaos Gremlins.
Yeah.
If there were 2 characters where it was gonna happen.
Yeah. Listen. No, like
we almost had Taladriel too, which would have been the single most chaotic possible party.
Like this party. I mean, like Okay, so like you've seen where we ended the last episode.
Yes.
I was coming into this session being like, it's gonna be Victoria, Frey, and Alex. And Victoria is already in a situation that is like walking into the tent of the recruiter's tent in the middle of the Crusaders camp, and Jack has seen her fight, has fought with her in the dungeon, so he'll be able to be like.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the whole camp is on top of her. I was expecting like disaster and death.
It was one of those things where it was like that, because I was kind of expecting the same thing. I was like, all right, that's where Taladriel is. That's a pretty like hook point, anchor point right there. Meanwhile, we're kind of like off, and I was like, like we can't. Like if it's just us, we could, but. That seems like such a good moment for...
Yeah, let her figure out that Melora doesn't have her best interests at heart.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I really liked... I felt like there was very much some cinematic moments here, especially the fight. Man, the brawl, which I felt like it was the big thing between our characters that was hanging over. Yeah. And I was like, is this ever gonna... It was like a Chekhov's gun. Is it ever gonna go off? Will it go off? And then it went off. And it was like, okay, we gotta deal with this.
Yeah, I mean... Player star for sure, like you being like, you want to fight? Like for real, let's fight.
Yeah. Also, especially because we are the two characters, we are basically the martial characters.
Yes.
And so it's like we have similar backstories where it's like we've lost things. We are tools of war. Like what else is there when we've lost everything else and the only thing left is the weapon?
Yeah, and like you have more experience being that than me. Mm-hmm. Like I had something to fight for. I had something to go back to, and just realized, no, I fucking don't.
Yeah.
That's why I'm devastated, and everything about me has started changing. Is I don't have it anymore, and so like I actually have quite a bit to learn from you. Like Jack is substantially older than Rin, I believe, because I have me down as being 39, but like.
Mentally, physically, we're actually not that far apart.
But my whole life has just been completely upturned. So we're in a very similar situation in a lot of ways, but you have more experience being there. So I think like being like able to take your lead, being able to take it out on you a little bit too. It was just exactly what I think Jack needed. Mm-hmm. So that was great. I'm so glad to have had that opportunity. Wish, I think especially with spellcasters, like turn up the heat a little.
Wish.
Okay, I'm glad you said it because I didn't want to be the one to be like, oh man, I'm looking forward to this Grandmaster Wizard fight. Like, especially whenever you set up there's an old man here who's I'm like,
it's the first room. It's the first room. I'm sending in.
Oh no, not that I expected it here, but like it's almost foreshadowing a boss where it's like, oh, there's this old wizard who seems frail or whatever, but something to work with.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be the one to be like, turn up the heat, make me cry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Heard?
I promise.
I mean, you're the one who told me that if you feel like you have balanced the fight so that you're certain your players are going to die, it's probably about equal.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was about to tell you before we started playing, Simon put me up against my level 16 at the time druid solo campaign. Put me up first against a level 20 gestalt, so it was 20 levels of sorcerer, 5 levels of paladin, 3 levels of fighter, 12 levels of warlock.
Damn.
With summons, and then a Tarask, a draconic shard, and then an elder tempest with no time for short rests in between.
Wow.
And I won.
Damn. See, that's therapy.
He did have to do a Deus Ex Machina, just like...
I don't know how
it wasn't a Deus Ex Machina.
Well, okay, it was your party knew that they should send in a simulacrum first anyway, so that death doesn't count.
Okay,
that was
there
a
we go.
simulacrum.
Like yes, because I gave him a ring of bilocation that allows him to cast simulacrum, and he hasn't used it at all. So I was keeping it in my back pocket of like, if I kill you at any point, I can just be like, but your team is smarter than like
That's a
then Frey the player is like in the sense of like remembering the important assets that are available on the board.
And like I do have a support team,
That's a-
so like I had
yeah.
haste on the whole time, and like other stuff.
oh,
But
that's nice.
like the CR total for the fight was like over 100.
That's great. No, that's a really good like Dark Souls style. You revive with your memory intact, but that's about it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Turn up the heat. We've got a full party.
Okay.
Oh.